If you're invested in the Dead by Daylight community, you've likely seen this video by Coconut RTS. Maybe you've seen this follow-up video by Rapid Main. Hell, you're watching this video, so you've likely seen this video. This one's mine. I did that. Couple these types of videos with a deluge of tweets that look roughly like this, and the picture becomes clear. The greater DBD community is worried about the direction of the game. And to be fair, there are reasons to be worried. Games like Elden Ring, VHS, and others are setting themselves up to be legitimate threats to DBD's crown. The player base is dropping consistently, and, of course, Behavior do seem to be doing everything in their power to alienate and cast away the passionate community they've helped create. Despite all this negative momentum, however, all hope is not lost. Not all of it, not yet. Hi, I'm Dustfood, and today I want to take a look at Dead by Daylight's future prospects and tell you why I believe the game still has plenty of time to end its downward spiral. So let's get into it. Though it first entered beta as little more than an interesting project that might become something one day, Dead by Daylight took little time to establish itself on the scene. Released June 14th, 2016, Dead by Daylight had almost a year to figure things out before tasting real competition. Competition that came in the form of Gun Media's Friday the 13th, the game, which came out May 26th of 2017. Coming onto the scene around the time as DBD released the Spark of Madness DLC, F13 looked to be real competition, but this wouldn't last. As Dead by Daylight added iconic killers, maps, and survivors to their roster, Friday continued to find itself bogged down in legal troubles, until the court system finally managed to do something the movie characters never could. It killed Jason Voorhees. In November of 2020, Friday the 13th servers were officially shut down. Dead by Daylight had passed its first real test. Subsequent challengers were far less competitive. Predator Hunting Grounds, Last Year, Home Sweet Home Survive, Prop Night, Hide or Die, hell, even Behavior's own Death Garden. Every game that tried to carve out its spot in the asymmetrical genre failed terribly. Dead by Daylight's grip on the genre seemed entirely unshakable for the longest time. Now, of course, there's reason to think otherwise. But in my opinion, there's still a lot working in DBD's favor. Firstly, let's talk about the competition, specifically VHS. While I'm excited for VHS's release, and I sincerely hope the game is a smashing success, I fear some players are approaching this game with rose-tinted glasses. Even if VHS turns out to be an amazing experience, it's still going to have issues. There will be technical problems, issues with balance, and moments that anger the player base. Accounting for the very best case scenario, VHS will still have issues. Again, this isn't me wishing failure on VHS, quite the opposite actually, but I fear the hype train is getting close to running off the tracks. Playing VHS will not quell all of the issues a person had with DBD. If anything, it will just give way to a new host of problems. This is a reality of the games as a service era we currently live in. VHS, Elden Ring, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Evil Dead may all turn out to be amazing games, but they likely won't kill DBD by themselves. I don't think they really can. To truly die, DBD will have to kill itself to some extent. So, how likely is that? In the short term, not likely at all. While the community is frustrated, better days truly look to be ahead. Of course, given Behavior's last few months, there's really nowhere to go but up. The Portrait of a Murder chapter was, by most accounts, an abject disaster. Jonah was uninteresting, the artist was uninspired, and the map was received as being unfun, though I actually liked it. This came on the back of the now infamous NFT incident in which Behavior betrayed the trust of their community and tricked them into giving money to something that some of them were morally opposed to. And let's not even touch on the FAQ stream from hell again. I think that one's been covered enough. Things have been rough for Dead by Daylight, but in the words of Harvey Dent,
"The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I promise you, the dawn is coming."
Despite the overall weakness of the killer, the Ringu chapter has been received incredibly well. Sadako looks extremely fun, the perks introduced in the chapter are mostly great, and Yoichi is an immediate main for some players. By all means, this chapter is the type of win Behavior desperately needed. But it doesn't stop there. Next on the yearly docket for Behavior is the anniversary celebration, easily the most important event on DBD's calendar. In recent years, this event has seen the introduction of Ghostface, Silent Hill, and Resident Evil. If Behavior can bet the farm on a single event bringing back players in droves, it's the anniversary event. There's no telling who the big reveal will be this year, but I can promise you, it will be massive. Even if they had originally planned for an original chapter, I think that plan is long gone. Behavior will flex their muscles and bring in a massive license, the type of license that will reinvigorate the player base for at least a month or two. While I don't think it will be you-know-who, it is worth noting that a certain game-ending lawsuit seems to have been laid to rest for the time being. Just putting that out there. Lastly, I want to touch on one more reason I think Dead by Daylight is going to survive its current spiral. For all of the complaining, anger, sadness, and vitriol, some of which is completely justified by the way, the Dead by Daylight player base is passionate and caring about this property. Many people love this game, even if they don't always say so. The community is passionate enough that Behavior doesn't have to reinvent the wheel. They just have to get it spinning again. The roadmap should be simple. Release consecutive great chapters, keep from breaking the game too badly, fix some of the long-standing issues in the game, and maybe, just maybe, apologize for the recent nastiness. And things will return to relative normalcy. Contrary to what some may think, I genuinely love Dead by Daylight, and I want the game to do well for many years to come. I struggle with some of the decisions Behavior's made, but I don't think it's too late to right the ship, and I certainly hope they do. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know down in the comments if you think it's too late for Dead by Daylight, or if you think the game can rebound in a major way. Are you concerned by the Steam charts, or do you think this is just the natural ebb and flow of a game? Also, I want to take this time to thank you all for helping me get past 1,000 subscribers. Less than a month ago, I didn't even have 100 subscribers, so this is a massive jump in size, and I am very much appreciative. If there is any way I can help you guys, I would be glad to. Maybe you want to see an FAQ stream. I promise, it won't go as badly as some of them that you've seen in the past. Wink, wink. I don't know. I've been trying to think of a way to give back, so please do let me know if there's anything you guys want to see specifically. But until then, I'm just going to leave you with my thanks. I appreciate each and every one of you. You have really made my dreams come true, and I truly appreciate it. But until then, I'll see you next time, friends. I've been Das Food. Bye.